Hi students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last class we have studied definition of convergent series, divergent series and oscillations of a series and discussed some examples of convergence of a series. Okay, now let me discuss the convergence of the series 1 divided by 1 into 2 plus 1 by 2 into 3 plus 1 by 3 into 4 and so on. Okay, first write the given series. The given series is Sn equals 1 by 1 into 2 plus 1 by 2 into 3 plus 1 by 3 into 4 and so on. Here we have to write nth term. This is an infinite series. Okay, we should write the nth term. Here first term, first factors are 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, nth term is a plus n minus 1 into d. A is first term, 1 plus n minus 1. D is common difference. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. So common difference is 1. 1 plus n minus 1. 1 minus 1 cancel n. So first term is n. We write the second term. Second factors are 2, 3, 4 and so on. We should write the nth term. A plus n minus 1 into d. A is 2. 2 plus n minus 1. D is 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. D value 1. 2 plus n minus 1, that is n plus 1. So nth term is 1 divided by into n plus 1, that is an. Okay, so here now we should express this an in this form. So by using partial fractions, 1 by n into n plus 1 can be written as a by n plus b by n plus 1. Now take the LCM n into n plus 1. Multiply this by n plus 1, a into n plus 1 plus b into n. Okay, denominators get cancelled. 1 equals a into n plus 1 plus bn. Okay, now put n equals 0. This term becomes 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. A equals 1. Now we should make this 0 by putting n equals minus 1. This is 0. B into minus 1 is minus b equals 1 or b equals minus 1. Now substitute the n b values in this one. 1 by n into n plus 1 becomes a value 1, 1 by n, b value minus 1, minus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, so an can be written as 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, now put n equals 1, 2, 3 and so on. A1, 1 by 1 is 1, minus 1 by 1 plus 1, 1 by 2. A2, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 plus 1, 3, 1 by 3. A3 is 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4 and so on. An is 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. So Sn equals a1 plus a2 plus a3 and so on an. Sn means sum of all the terms. a1 is 1 minus 1 by 2. a2 is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. a3 is 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4 and so on. An is 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. See here, minus plus cancel, minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 cancel. Here all the terms get cancelled except first and last term. So Sn equals 1 minus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, limit Sn n tends to infinity equals limit n tends to infinity 1 minus 1 by n. As n tends to infinity, this becomes 1 by infinity is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Here the sequence converges to finite number. The limit is equal to limit of Sn as n tends to infinity equals a unique real number, so it is convergent. Okay, now let me discuss the convergence of one more series, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square and so on. First write the given series. Write nth term Sn equal, this is sum of square of natural numbers is, we know this formula, n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Now take the limit on both sides. Limit of n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Here as n tends to infinity, this becomes infinity, infinity, infinity is infinity. Therefore series is divergent. Okay, next one, summation minus 1 power n equals minus 1 power n is, if n is 1 minus 1, if n is 2 plus 1, n is 3 minus 1 cube minus 1, n is 4 1. Okay, given Sn equals minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 and so on up to n terms. This is equals 0 or minus 1 is here. If n is even number, sum of 2 terms or sum of 4 terms, then all the terms get cancelled. Then the value is 0. If n is odd number, s1 minus 1, s3, sum of first 3 terms, we get minus 1. Therefore, limit Sn as n tends to infinity equals 0 or minus 1. Therefore, it is oscillatory. Therefore, it is oscillatory series. Oscillates. Next example, summation minus 1 power n square. First write Sn. If n is 1, minus 1 power 1 is minus 1. 1 square is 1, minus 1 square. If n is 2, this becomes plus 2 square. If n is 3, this becomes minus 3 square plus 4 square and so on. Okay, limit Sn as n tends to infinity equals infinity if n is even number, and it is equal to minus infinity if n is odd number. Okay, therefore limit Sn oscillates between minus infinity and plus infinity. Therefore the series oscillates infinitely. Next, series of positive terms. An infinite series summation an is said to be a series of positive terms if an greater than 0. For every n, a1 is greater than 0, a2 is greater than nothing but all the terms are positive. Then summation an is said to be series of positive terms. Theorem: a series of positive terms either converges or diverges to infinity. Okay, proof: let summation an equals a1 plus a2 plus a3 and so on an and so on be a series of positive terms. Okay, here each term is greater than 0. Therefore an is greater than 0 for every n. Sn equals a1 plus a2 plus a3 and so on an, sum of n terms. Sn plus 1 equals sum of n plus 1 terms, a1 plus a2 plus a3 and so on an plus 1. Therefore Sn plus 1 minus Sn equals this minus this. All the terms get cancelled except this one, an plus 1, which is greater than 0. Therefore sequence Sn is monotonically increasing. Now we have the following two possibilities with regard to the sequence Sn. That is, sequence Sn is bounded, sequence Sn is unbounded above. Okay, if sequence Sn is bounded, then sequence Sn is bounded above, no doubt. Bounded means both bounded above and below. Here, no doubt, sequence Sn is bounded above. Hence, sequence Sn is a monotonically increasing sequence which is bounded above. From the previous theorem, we can say sequence Sn is convergent sequence. Therefore, limit Sn n tends to infinity equals a unique real number. Therefore, summation an is convergent. Second case, if sequence Sn is unbounded above, then sequence Sn is monotonically increasing sequence which is unbounded above. Then from the theorem, we can say sequence Sn diverges to infinity. That is, limit Sn n tends to infinity equals infinity. Therefore, summation an is convergent to infinity. Hence, summation an converges or diverges to infinity. Theorem 2. Necessary condition for the convergence of a series of positive terms. If a series summation an is convergent, then limit an n tends to infinity is 0. The converse is not true. Here we are studying necessary condition for the convergence of positive term series. Okay, so here this series is convergent. If it is convergent, then we should get limit an n tends to infinity is 0. But the converse is not 0. If it is 0, then we cannot say the series is convergent. Okay, let summation an be a convergent series which converges to unique finite limit. That is, limit Sn n tends to infinity equals L. An equals a1 plus a2 sum of n terms minus a1 plus a2 and so on n minus 1 terms. N minus 1 before previous to this term is an minus 1. All the terms get cancelled. We again have Sn. Okay, instead of this we can write sum of n terms minus sign. This is sum of n minus 1 terms. Okay, limit n tends to infinity equals limit Sn n tends to infinity minus limit Sn minus 1 n tends to infinity. This is L minus limit of n minus 1 term. Sum of n minus 1 is also L. L minus L is 0. Therefore, summation an is convergent. Then limit an as n tends to infinity is 0. Now we should prove the converse part. Let summation an need not be convergent. For example, consider the series summation 1 by square root of n. This is an. Apply the limit. Limit an n tends to infinity equals limit 1 by square root of n tends to infinity. If n tends to infinity, this becomes infinity. 1 by infinity is 0. Sn equals, this can be written as 1 plus 1 by root 2, 1 by root 3 plus and so on by root n. Here, Sn is greater than all the 1 by root n plus 1 by root n and so on 1 by root n. Because 1 is greater than 1 by root n, 1 by root 2 greater than 1 by root n. So, Sn greater than all the terms 1 plus 1 up to n times. This is root n. N can be 1 plus 1 n times. This can be written as n divided by root n. N can be written as root n into root n. These two get cancelled. Sn greater than root n. Limit Sn greater than limit of root n, which is infinity. Limit Sn as n tends to infinity is greater than infinity, nothing but an is divergent. Even though this limit an as n tends to infinity is 0, therefore converse part is not true.